Yo, what's up guys? Day in the life. Had a few people ask for this. Thought I'd show you start to finish today. Just finished a squat workout. Just did some Metcon with kettlebells. At this workout. So I'm in the first mesocycle of a new training cycle leading up to IPL. This is the Northwest International Powerlifting Northwest Record Breakers. So that's going to be in Portland August 4th. I'm going to go there just with the expectation of improving my numbers and absorbing some of the lifting from some of the really experienced lifters that are going to be there. So anybody who comes here can break a world record, and there's quite a few people that are coming to do that because the international meets in Moscow this year, and a lot of people don't want to travel there, so they'll come to this one if they want to try to challenge national and world records. Starting out, first mesocycle is at 77.5%. It's kind of a rebound cycle to get you back in the game after doing a 1 rep max or a meet. And did some barbell calf raises, hip work with the bands, some kettlebell thrusters for speed and for metabolic conditioning, and then front squats. I had a PR on front squats today. My front squats have been kind of weak because I haven't done them much. But that's coming up, and especially as I'm getting used to the form and holding that bar on my shoulders. So I'll move up in that next week. All right, so I'm fasted. Oof, my hand's shaking. All right, had to fix the camera. So we're fasted, drinking water. We got a lot of work to do out there today. This is the view from my gym. Looking good. Got to get out there and get some work done. All right, guys, we are in the kitchen. Show you what I'm doing here. Doing some meal planning for the week. People asked some recipes. I'll show you what I like doing. Here we've got steaks seasoned up for tonight. These are some ribeyes. I've got this big thing of coffee grounds. I save my coffee grounds, and these are filled with antioxidants, and they're a little bit acidic, and both tomatoes and blueberries love these. So, all right, we've got a massive greens harvest from yesterday. This is a huge amount of greens. There's 3 different types of kale, collards, and bok choy. I'm gonna stew all of it up. I'm gonna freeze some of it for this winter, but I'll eat a lot of it this week. I'm gonna put some pickled serranos and onion and garlic from last year's garden in there to give it some flavor. I'm gonna put in a whole bunch of tomato sauce from last year's garden, and I'm gonna put in a little bit of uncured bacon, and I am making chicken broth from the chickens I ate this week. I'll also put that in. All the saturated fats will flavor it up. It'll protect it when it's frozen from getting freezer burn, and will help make those vitamins more soluble. Also putting in a little bit of celery, ground celery from last year's garden to give it some good electrolytes and mineral content. Is a colossal pot of greens. I might have to next year get an even a bigger pot. Let these wilt down a bit before I start adding in the seasoning. About this much serranos and pickles and bacon, which looks like a lot, but it's not really that much for such a huge batch of greens. This will give it some really rich flavor and a little bit of kick. Not too much, just a little. Here is a good hack for some of you people just getting started with self-reliance and food preservation. These are deli containers that are designed for deep freezing. You can get these wholesale, super cheap. They are dishwasher safe. They can be used multiple times, and they're a fraction of the cost of other Tupperwares. This is how I freeze things up. You can get a huge batch of these for like 12 bucks versus 12 bucks for like 3 Gladware Tupperwares or something like that. All right, so great weekend. Did big squats workout yesterday. Got out in this beautiful food forest, did a bunch of work yesterday. Ooh, look at those blueberries. Those are coming soon. Blueberries soon. Cherries soon. Cherries are almost ripe. Here we got today. This is what I'm harvesting. Look at all those raspberries. Yep. So we're gonna harvest some fruit. Gumi, astringent, beautiful little fruit, puts nitrogen into your system. It's been shown if you plant it in orchards that production of orchards go up by 10%. And for a long time in Korea and China and Asia, this has been a medicinal. It's very like citrusy and sweet and tart at the same time. You will not find these in any grocery store. Perfect, organic, flavorful. Unbelievable. And we're gonna have a nice big brunch, get fueled up for my work week. I start work tonight. Some stuff in the garden here yesterday. I had to put up some netting, having a lot of issues with deer. Oh, look, this onion is starting to bloom. It's gonna be pretty. Get some seeds for next year. Netting on my tomatoes. Let's see what else we got here. Look at these gigantic cabbages. You see this? It's diatomaceous earth to deal with the aphids. It's about the only thing that I use on that and neem oil to control things, but the aphids will destroy any of my greens out here, so I kind of have to thwart them off. Beans are coming good, just getting rolling. Got a lot of peas. These are going to be harvesting soon. Probably get a second round growing here shortly, so I have a lot for the freezer. What else we got here? Some basil. Smells so good. Deer got my eggplants. Not sure if we'll get a harvest now. Ooh, look. Dahlia is blooming. Beautiful. Beautiful. Love this food forest. It's a lot of work, you know? That's why I'm not doing so many videos right now. I always say that anybody who's putting out a video every day or every other day doesn't have too much of a life. And they're just trying to convince you they do. I'm not trying to be a jerk when I say that, but just from my experience, I always have more work and more things than I can handle. Check out these cherries. Let's see if I can get a good shot. Rainier cherries. So many. It's gonna be a nice bumper crop this year. This whole tree is just filled. Tons of them. Plenty for me, plenty for the crows. What else we got going on out here? Mulberries. This is my mulberry tree. It's got some baby mulberries in there. Ate a few of those this week. Super tasty. The rest are ripening up. Can't wait to get more. Can't wait till this thing's bigger. It's gonna be a great producer for years to come. Look at all these persimmons. Huge crop this year, persimmons. Huge, huge, huge crop. This thing is loaded. Oh, what do we have here? Raspberries. Let's get some good ripe ones. And of course we have loads of squash growing. Start stewing this up and putting it in the freezer. This is a heavy producer and I've got like 3 different types, and I find these are one of the best things for stocking up your freezer with homegrown fruit for the winter. Good stuff.